YouTube, we're on Twitch right now, and I just came up with this idea to maybe talk about ADSR a little bit in depth, just in the way that I know it, and I think we're just going to put it up on YouTube. This is our first attempt at recording a little clip, so let's see what's up. We're talking about envelopes here. For the most part, amp envelopes are what you're going to be looking at, the amplifier envelope. There is also filter envelope, there's also mod envelope. We're going to be talking about the amp envelope at first. Maybe I'll dive into filter a little bit. So when you have a synthesizer with an oscillator like this right here is just a triangle wave with another triangle wave, and they're both being opened up a little bit. So let's just play a note. It's just a couple triangle waves stacked. And the way that it comes out, the sound comes out, it goes in the order of attack, decay, sustain, release. But all four of those things kind of mean different things for the sound. First off, we have attack. That is how fast the sound will come in at first. Like when you press the key, how fast will the sound come in? Right now, attack is all the way down. So it's almost got like a hit to it. I think there's something else on here making it so that it's not as like punchy. But usually when the attack is all the way down, it'll just be like ta ta ta, you know? And watch as I rise this up. Watch what happens. Then I hold it out. That's how long it takes for the full volume of the sound to come in. The decay is how long past the attack time the sound will hold on before moving on to sustain. So right now we have the decay let's put the decay up. So if it was down, this is kind of not a good sound to be working with for this, but I'll kind of get the trick. So if the decay is like this and the sustain, imagine the sustain is all the way down. It only relies on the decay knob because it goes do 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 do. It's pretty much hitting these four pillars at a certain amount of time depending on what you have on it. But attack is how fast it comes in. Decay is how long the note lasts after the attack. Sustain is how long you can hold it out. So as you can see, I'm holding the note and it's ending because there is no sustain. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you put it up a little bit, it's about half volume holding out. Okay, so there we go. I'm learning too. It's the volume at which you can hold it out. Because boom, volume gone. Tiny volume. Middle volume. And then there's, when it's full up, that just means you can hold out the note. Like, oh wait, let me polyphonic this. Sorry. I'm playing on my keyboard. Okay. Anyway, all right. So now that we have attack, decay, sustain down, release. That is how long the sound lasts after you let go of the key. So when I let go, it's done. It stops. Nothing. Put it up a little bit. There's like a tiny bit more. There's just a smidgen. Once you get around the midpoint is where you can press it and it'll hold out and it'll just be really cool. Like, and then you could do a lot of things with that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it just lasts after you're done with the note. And that pretty much is a quick breakdown of ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release. The envelope for any synthesizer, any sound, at least what I use in Reason and what I see on analog synths when I use it, pretty much any synthesizer. I think it's safe to say pretty much any synthesizer uses ADSR to determine what the sound sounds like, and you can modulate it in your own synths. If you have a VST up that has ADSR, most likely does. But that's the amp envelope. What we want to look at here, too, is the filter envelope. So, if we bring the filter all the way down, it's much more filtered than before when we add it up. And we get all that saw tone, let's bring it down. Boom, we're down now, okay? Now, what we can do, right now the filter envelope is nothing. It's not reacting. What the filter envelope is going to do is use the ADSR to determine how much it moves the filter up. So if you have the envelope smidgen up right now, look, that's smidgen. Listen to my Jewish ass. Excuse me. But so imagine attack, decay, sustain, release. Same principle we just learned about the sound coming in, but it is the filter now. So when the filter's down, you hear how it's going. Doo, doo, doo. See, boom, the decay, there's no sustain. If the sustain was all the way up, the filter movement, so what this is doing is whatever the amount of 50 is, it's pushing this knob up using the attack, decay, sustain, release data to determine how long and how it comes in. So right now the attack is all the way down. So the 50 filter is moving immediately. If I move it up a little bit, boom, you see it's getting that wow effect because it's going wow like with the filter, which like, let me turn this to, you know, that's what it does. So boom, now we got the attack of the filter, the decay of the filter. And that can be used to make a false like attack transient. See, like without this, and then you add the filter on. Now it's got a little attack transient on it. Then, you know, sustain how long the filter lasts after the decay hits, and then release how long the filter lasts after you let go, or after the sustain is done. So if the release is all the way up, the filter is going to stay on. If the release is all the way down, once you let go, the filter pulls off depending on the how much you have the release up. Boom. So that right there is envelopes, amp envelopes, filter envelopes. We can also go into mod envelopes, which different synthesizers on different Reason presets and things have different ones. This subtractor, you can modulate the oscillator, and this is a really fun way to do like pitch bendy stuff, like, or just like, and then when you click this, it inverts it, so instead of pushing it up, it's like going down. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being like pew, it's gonna go whoop. So I like doing that a lot on certain things, like going like when I'm making my own Reason synth. See, like that attack is like, this attack is interesting because it's modulating the pitch of oscillator 1. Whereas you can also modulate the pitch of oscillator 2. You can also do the mix between them. So right now, the mix is strictly on this first oscillator. And if you change the... See, I guess it's 2 different tones to choose from. And then if you do the mix oscillator, then it's going to move this knob up and move between these mixes. You can also do the FM. FM synthesis is honestly... Oh, what did I just make? Pretty much all that's happening is it's modulating the FM at an inverted with this on the ADSR. Release is how long the value until the value returns to 0. That is a very good way to put it. But okay, that is also where the mod envelope lies. You can also do the phase and the frequency 2, which frequency 2 I think is filter 2 here. So the Reason has another thing, you can add a second filter. But that's kind of irrelevant to the ADSR thing we were talking about, envelopes. This is a Reason preset. This is a Reason synthesizer called Subtractor, one of the originals that was around from one of the first. I don't know when they introduced it, but it's one of the native Reason synthesizer racks that it's had for years and years and years, at least 10, because it's been there since I've been using it. But anyway, to anyone watching this on YouTube, thanks for checking it out. This is my first attempt at doing a clip / lesson. It just popped in my head, so hope you learned something, and come to a stream sometime. Peace, like and subscribe, all that shit.